Hello, my name's Jonathan Porterfield of Eco Cars and another video clip of a Toyota Prius. I've sold lots of these just recently, very popular. It's on a 58 plate, registered the 28th of October 2008, so it's just over 3 years old, and it's just had its first MOT on the 27th of October 2011. So MOT till next October 2012. It's the T Spirit, but it also benefits from the optional extra of full black leather interior. I'll run through the basic features of the T Spirit. Reversing camera. We get split rear seats, 70-30 split with full leather, which I'll show you in a moment. The boot is has a load cover. The seats drop down and it turns into an enormous, almost van-like space. We also have underneath this cubby hole a storage area. Underneath here we have a space saver spare wheel. So a very usable big estate hatchback is the Toyota Prius. Just unlock the doors, that would be a good idea. So what we have is, like I said, full black leather, and there are no rips or tears to any of the leather upholstery. Got a central armrest, 3 rear inertia seat belts and Isofix as well, and 3 rear headrests. Some mat pockets in the back of the 2 front seats, and the obligatory rear cup holder in the rear. There's no undue odours or smells, just smells of that nice leather smell. Some side airbags in the front seats. Being the T Spirit, we get an upgraded hi-fi system, so some extra tweeters in the back, along with rear electric windows. So in the front, the driver's seat is height adjustable. Again, the driver's seat's in very clean condition, not showing any undue signs of wear at all, so no rips or tears. Door cards are in good order as well, and the central armrest is leather too, and no undue signs of wear to the driver's floor mat area. Driver's door, we've got 1-shot electric windows to lock all the doors, isolate the rear windows, and electric operated wing mirrors. And there is also 2 keys with this car as well. So to start a Toyota Prius, this is the key. Fits in a slot, put your foot on the brake, press power. There we go, the car is running. Just to show you the guaranteed mileage there, 51,228 miles, backed up by full Toyota service history, which I'll show you in a moment. Running through the features very briefly, there are lots of options on the T Spirit. We have cruise control, we have satellite navigation. There we go, there we are in Bagworth Woods, just come out a bit. You can see the road, so lots of options on the sat-nav system. You also have an information point there, consumption, and also whether we're running in electric mode or petrol mode whilst we're driving. So I can show all those features to you when you come. Also voice activation.
Please say the command after beep.
Audio on.
Turning audio system on.
Look a lot like Christmas.
Which is pretty good. So
Please say the command after beep.
audio off.
Turning audio system off.
You can also control the temperature inside the car, the climate control, by voice activation, and also in sat-nav mode. Once you've plotted in your home address, you press this, say home, and it will automatically calculate your route home, which is good. Bluetooth phone compatibility. Pair up your phone with the car, take calls by answering them and hanging up on calls. Full climate control. Just the temperature, and it will keep that temperature for you. Volume controls to the radio system. Skip CD tracks or modes between AM, FM, CD and auxiliary, and also to skip stations or CD tracks. There is also in the central armrest, as well as a 12-volt power point, also an auxiliary point to plug in your iPod, your MP3 player, so you can then play it through the auxiliary button there through the sound system. There's also a 6 CD changer. All the options that are on the steering wheel can also be controlled by the passenger via these buttons on the front as well. So quite unusual, the Prius, very different to any other cars, but they do work extremely well. Lots of cubby holes and storage, so they are quite different to other vehicles, but they're great to own, they really are. Airbags, there's A-pillar airbags, airbags on the side of the seats, and C-pillar airbags in the rear seats, as well as, of course, a front passenger and a front driver's airbag. The other great option on the T Spirit is that it has a reversing camera. Now the beeping denotes it's in reverse gear, they're not rear parking sensors, but having the rear camera is very useful. That is the rear bumper, the grey area there, and the red line is so many inches away, so it's great for parking up to other vehicles or up to solid objects. So obviously when you put it back into drive, the rear camera turns off, so it's extremely useful. It also has park assist, where the car will actually park itself. Now I'll show you how to use this, very clever, but in reality you wouldn't use it every day because it's quite a long-winded process. Variable intermittent front wipe, and the indicators and the lights are on the other stalk. So looking at the documents that came with the car, there is a quick reference guide if ever you forget how to start a Toyota Prius. There's also all the satellite navigation discs for the rest of Europe. There's 4 discs in total, and also the locking wheel nut key is present and correct as well. There's a few check sheets from some of the services, but the rest, I'll just show you the rest of the manuals. All the manuals are here for the operating system of the car, the audio manual, the sat-nav system. All the leaflets and bits of information that came with the Prius when it was new are here, along with the service history as well, which I'll show you now. So there's the Toyota service book. Now the intervals on these are every 10,000 miles or every 12 months. So it was first serviced at 9,977. Next at 9,977, and next at 20,103, next at 30,571, 40,555, and last at 49,000 on the 4th of the 10th 2011. So the next is due at 60,000 miles or October 2012. So all Toyota stamps, 5 stamps in total, which is lovely to see. So full Toyota service history. The V5 is here and present as well. So it's registered 27th of the 10th 2008, classified as an alternative fuel car, and 104 grams per kilometre CO2. That means it's £10 a year to tax. One previous keeper, which was GKL vehicle contracts with, say, no previous keeper, so you'll be the second keeper. And just to show you, this first MOT carried out the 4th of October and runs out the 27th of October 2012 with no advisories issued. There's also a service print of all the tyres and wipers, etc., that's been changed on the car. So before I take you for a short test drive, or before I walk you around the vehicle, I'll take you now for a short test drive. So welcome to the test drive. So I'll just put the key in the slot, foot on the brake, press power, and with your foot on the brake select D for drive, nothing behind us, squeeze the throttle, and away we go. It drives like all the other Prius that we've had, and as we go down this hill I'm going to come off the throttle. You might not be able to see in the screen, but basically it's now telling me the engine is off and it is regenerating power back into the battery. So it really does make such a lot of sense that if you don't need the engine for accelerating or driving the vehicle or moving it at speed, then surely you don't need it on. So with the battery now propelling us, squeeze the throttle just about 1 millimetre or 2 millimetres under my foot, and drawing energy from the battery to maintain the speed I want. I've come off the throttle now for this bend. It's now regenerating power back into the battery because I'm braking, so it's using regenerative braking. No clonks from the car, no snags or pulls, it drives exactly as it should. Now if I accelerate, the engine will kick in. It's now moved me up to the desired speed, ease off at 45 miles an hour. The engine's now switched off. That is the beauty of this hybrid technology, is that although the car is showing 51,000 miles, the engine has only probably done 25,000 miles, because half the time the engine is actually off. So just come over the brow of this hill. I'm just going to pull over because I have a truck right behind me. Okay. So when you come to a stop, total silence. If we've stopped, we don't need the engine on. So I'll just finish off now with a walk around the car. So welcome back from the test drive. So a final walk around the car. Usually, obviously, I like to do videos when the car is dry and polished so you can see any imperfections, but it's so cold this morning. It's not practical to wash it, but I'll, as with my other videos, I'll point out all the imperfections. There's a few tiny stone chips to the leading edge of the bonnet and a few small chips to the front of the bumper. It's obviously been sat on the motorway probably for most of its life, but we have a touch-in stick, so I will touch these small chips in. The windscreen is chip free. There are no chips to the windscreen. There's a minor scuff to the wing mirror, but I'm being really picky. Again, this has not yet been prepared, it's just come from straight off lease. There are no dinks or dents down the side. The corners of the rear bumper are fine. Sometimes we see things along the rear bumper that have been caught the bumper, but this is fine, nice and clean. This side is good. I think there's a minor mark here, just a small mark I noticed yesterday, but obviously I can't see it in the wet, but nothing to really be anxious about. Front bumper, again, not yet prepared, this light scratch there which will easily polish out. The discs are fine on this Toyota Prius. Wheel trims, this one is fine, and the front has got a Bridgestone tyre with a good 12,000 miles left. So probably 60% left on that one. This wheel trim again is fine, and this one is also lots of tread left on that rear tyre. This wheel trim, no scuffs to that wheel trim, and again same as the tyre on the other side, lots of tread, very recent. And the other front wheel trim is perfect. It's very unusual to see the wheel trims in such clean condition, because often these get curbed. This one's a Bridgestone, and again, a good 10mm. I'd say there's a good 4mm of tread on those two front tyres. So, great cars, sell lots of these. The T Spirit is the top of the range, with the option of the leather upholstery, which makes it very desirable. I think the option was nearly £1,500 when it was new. So we won't have this car for long. We've just taxed it for 12 months. We're so cheap to tax, we run around in it ourselves, so just £10 a year. Tax at the end of November 2012. So if you have any questions about this, or any of our hybrid or LPG vehicles, feel free to give me, Jonathan, a call anytime. Thanks for watching.